Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a 24-week bump date on the babies, and I have a whole list on my phone that we're going to talk about. But if you guys didn't see my last video that I posted, it was very short, but we announced what we were having. So if you haven't, go watch that, because I'm about to say what they are. We are having a boy and a girl. So we are having one of each, which is awesome. We are very happy, and now after this we probably don't need to have more kids because now we have one of all. Okay, so I'm 24 weeks and 1 day today. I was gonna film this yesterday, but then I just forgot. It ended up being too late by the time I realized that I needed to film it. So the babies are each the size of a pomegranate, which is like, I don't know, not very big, but my app says that they are 11.5 inches from head to toe and 1.3 pounds. And to think that there's two of those inside me is weird. I don't know. And since I'm 24 weeks, my app says I have 16 weeks to go, but since they're twins and they have to come at 38 weeks, I only have 14 weeks left, which is insane. 14 weeks or less, so that's crazy. We better start getting things really ready. Some weird symptoms I've had this past like couple weeks is dizziness. It's mostly been like this last week. I've been like super dizzy and like getting nauseous really like frequent, which I wasn't getting sick anymore, but now I am again. But just to where like I have to eat something and then I feel better. But I'm pretty much having to eat something like a snack or something every 20 to 30 minutes because I get shaky and I feel nauseous and I'm dizzy, which is not fun. I have not liked that. Some cravings I've had are sweets. Everything's sweet. And cake, brownies, anything like that. It just sounds so good to me. And that's all I want to eat. Every night I'm always like, I need something sweet. Like I want to just munch on candy. This hasn't really been just like at my 24 weeks or whatever, but for about a good month now I've had pelvic pain, but it's only getting worse. And at night when I'm sleeping and I roll over from one side to the other, it hurts so bad. Like my pelvic bone feels like it's gonna shatter because it hurts so bad. And so I wake up like every 20 minutes to roll over, so I'm not sleeping very good anymore. And if you can tell, I'm already out of breath. I'm out of breath doing anything these days. Along with the pelvic pain, I've had back pain and tailbone pain, which is normal. Just some days it's worse than others. Depends on how much I do that day, on how bad it's gonna hurt when I go to bed that night. The babies move so much, like an insane amount, but my stomach isn't super, I mean it's big, but it's not super big yet, so when they move it's not like you can tell what it is moving or anything, but they're kicking around all day pretty much. They don't really ever stop moving unless I'm asleep and they're sleeping, but they pretty much kick at me all day. Got one decent video finally of them moving. If I can, I'll put it in this. Also, some things I've been struggling with, like mom guilt with Remy. And I'm pretty sure that's normal, but I have like a weird, I feel like sad that she's not gonna be my only baby anymore. And I feel bad about like being pregnant and not being able to do a lot, like run and chase her around like I used to. And I feel like she's like noticed that I haven't been able to do that as much. So she's clinged to Braxton a lot lately, Like, she's pretty much he's all she wants anymore. She'll cuddle me sometimes, but I think she's kind of mad at me at the moment, wondering why I can't just do everything with her. And along with that, I've also been having like stress about when we have to go to the hospital and the babies are born, because I have never left Remy longer than like 2 hours. Never. Like, I've always had her. I've never had a night without her. And up until I quit breastfeeding, which I breastfed her till she was like 19 months old, and I had to quit breastfeeding because I got pregnant, I pretty much did everything. I got her down for our naps, everything, down to bed. But now that she's not breastfed, Braxton can help do that. So he's been helping with that more if I'm like not wanting to go to bed, like when they're going to bed or whatever. Like, he can do that. And that's weird, because it used to not be like that. She used to not be able to go to bed without me, because I'd be the one to be able to put her to bed. But I'm worrying about how she'll do when I leave, me and Braxton leave. But I did call the hospital when I had to do the pre-registration, and I talked to them about the restrictions that are going on right now with, you know, COVID. And they said that right now 2 people are allowed to be there, but not at the same time. They can alternate spots. So I'm probably gonna have Braxton obviously there when I have the babies, but then when it's like night or whatever, I might see maybe my sister should stay at the hospital with me, and Braxton can go home and stay with Remy throughout the night. So then she's not just like, why are they gone? Like, where'd they go? So I'm planning on that, for Braxton to come home and like my sister come to the hospital and help me while I'm there. Some other symptoms that I've had is acid reflux. Oh my gosh, this week has been awful. The other night I didn't go to bed till like 1:30 because it just burned so bad. It hurts. Like, it's the worst pain ever. Like, I'd rather just the back pain and pelvic pain other than the acid reflux. And I think it's just because they're sitting so high that it's not fun. But also, I had really bad heartburn with Remy, and she came out with quite a bit of hair. So I'm hoping, even though people say it's just a myth, that these babies come out with quite a bit of hair too. Updates on names, now that you guys know that we're having a boy and a girl. We don't know what we're naming these babies. Like, we have these names like that we talk about, but then the next day we change our mind. Either I do or Braxton does, or I like a name, he doesn't, he likes a name, I don't. So that's stressful. So if you guys have any suggestions, just comment them, because we're gonna need all the help we can with picking names, since we have to pick 2 now. So the baby's heart appointment, so I told you guys in my last bump date that at 24 weeks the babies would be getting an in-depth heart like scan done on them, like an ultrasound thing on their hearts, because since they're twins they're more likely to have a heart defect. I don't remember what it was exactly, but I got that appointment scheduled, and the soonest they could get me in is in March. So I think it's March 8th. So once we do all that and we find all that out, I will be doing a video about it. I'm gonna probably vlog that day and the day that we see how everything is, to make sure everything's okay. My last doctor's appointment, my doctor said that everything is looking great and there's nothing that we should be worried about. And I told him how I was worried about going into labor early and not being able to have him deliver the babies, and I would have to go like somewhere that's like 45 minutes away where there's a NICU, which I really am hoping that does not happen, but I don't think it will. Like, I'm not as worried about it anymore, just because he said how healthy this pregnancy looks and there's nothing wrong. They're the same size, like they each have a placenta, their own sacs, there's a lot of fluid, like enough fluid around them. So he's not really concerned about them coming early or something happening. But I think that is probably it for this bump date. I will show you guys my bump because it is getting bigger and tighter. But I will show you guys that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We are almost to 300, like 50 away from 300 subscribers, which is insane, and it means so much. You guys have no idea. It makes me like so excited every time I see that I get just even one more. But yeah, like this video, subscribe, comment some baby names, boy and girl. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in my next video. Bye.